Good evening, folks. Dad here with Elevation Diecast Racing, and welcome to Friday Night Lightning. Tonight we're going to be looking and taking a little deeper look into some of these cars that we're running, as well as some of the cars that would qualify for the Johnny Lightning Challenge. We're going to look at the undercarriage, we're going to look at the wheelbases, and we're going to weigh them in and see where they sit on the scale. So we'll start off with our gatekeeper at number 30. He is 58.3 grams. He would qualify the Roaring Rudolph. He hasn't been worked in a while, which is why I think he's my gatekeeper, but he is still fast. So we'll give him a couple of warm-up laps and we'll get a target speed as to where we want to be sitting to be considered getting into the Johnny Lightning class. I can tell you 214, he's going to be dropping out tonight if he keeps up that pace. 214 will not do it. I don't know how your track regulates if you have a way to test for speed. 2118 is knocking on the door anyway. So we'll get one more look at him. 2118, pretty consistent for a Johnny Lightning. So that will be that 2118 or less to move on to trying to get into the Johnny Lightning class rankings. All right, so earlier today we saw another Willys gasser and the baseball bug, and I caught them. They slip out of your hands. All right, so we're going to take a look at the bug. I think we weighed him this morning, but we'll weigh him again. Probably won't choose any of these, but he's a 50-gram car. Unless this bug produces some freakish speed. I don't see it, but it could happen. And Willys are generally 41 to 50 grams. This one's at 46.8. And there are two or three of the Willys gassers in the rankings. So he's not a bad car. Yeah, 2128. He's 10 thousandths off. Let's switch him. Willys 2126. Ouch. So the bug will go over here in the retired parking lot here for the day, and we'll revisit this Willys later. Let's get through some more of these cars. The next one we're going to look at will be the Prockenhauer Willys gasser, 46.8 grams. We'll get him up in the line. Tell you what, we'll do things a little different tonight. Let's give him a couple of warm-up laps. Yeah, 2120, that's a little better. 2108, now that's what I'm talking about. That will win some races. We saw the green GTO, and then we'll put them up against this gold GTO. These GTOs, 52.6 grams for the gold, and 53.1 for the green. So let's see what the gold runs a couple of times. 2115, not bad. And the green, 2136. Johnny's usually run slower on the inside lane for whatever reason. I don't know. It's just the way it is. And then sometimes they surprise you. 2120 for the green. I think he's going to run faster than this gold one. Let's see what he does over here, and then we'll race him against each other. And we'll race those other two gassers against each other and see what they do. Yeah. let's put them heads up in traffic. Hope you guys had a great Friday. We keep plugging away. Lots of fences going on, lots of repairs from homeowners associations that can't find anybody to build fences. Well, we don't mind. Look at that green go. He gapped him 2-1-1-5. We'll switch them. And that was the green one, I'm sorry. 2-1-1-5. And quite a considerable beat. 2-1-1-8. He's running pretty consistent. Wow. So that gold one is going to the parking lot. All right, let's run these two gassers and see what is going on here. Wow, Proc and Howell, 2-1-1-5. That's a good time. Better race that time, but the Proc and Howell moving on. And this one we'll come back to later. We might rework him. Okay, we're gonna run this 1968 Charger. He's 52.8 grams. We've seen him in the Mopar Madness series. He could get a rework and could be a little faster, I'm certain. But as of right now, a 2-1-2-2. And if you have the capability, before I send my cars anywhere, I test them in traffic. And I consider the track I'm sending them to. 2-1-1-5 is a good time. Of course, this 95 Camaro, 41.8. So I take into consideration how much flatland there is. And I'm starting to try a different couple things out before I send cars anywhere to race. 2-1-6-2. Oh, my Lanta. So if at all possible, run them in traffic. 2-1-2-6. We'll give him one more run because his axles were off. And I think the 95 Camaro has finally, he's going to hang up the steering wheel. Yeah, 2-1-2-0. And he is going to the parking lot. Going to have to go to the rework garage. So the next couple of cars we're going to look at, this one's called Triple Threat, and he's actually a featherweight, 28.9 grams. I have been wrestling with these guys to get their axles a little straightened up and working with them and working with them and working with them. And that's what these Johnny Lightning toppers need. Sometimes they need a little extra TLC. But we've been working with them today, and we're going to see where they're at. 2-1-4-8 is not going to cut it. 2-1-4-3, yep. I got a 2-1-1-8 out of him when I first got him, and I haven't got it back. So he's going to have to go into the rework garage. I found a second stiletto, 45.9 grams. This one has really good paint. The other stiletto I have that is in the rankings is oxidized, but it's a roller. We're about to see what this one can do. Give it a couple of laps, and not every car is going to be a champion and be fast. So don't be disappointed if you spend a few dollars and don't get any speed. 2-1-2-5 is not going to cut it. We're going to run them over here. This one I think has a better chance than the Triple Threat on my side of the deal. And remember, 2-1-1-9 stands a chance to get faster, so we'll roll him up against the Charger. Whoever wins the Johnny Lightning Challenge is going to race my fastest Johnny Lightning. Whoever is declared the winner is going to get the trophy. I'm not going to enter the race. I am disqualified from entering or winning, being as I'm the host. But if you come and race here and your car wins the tournament, you're going to race my fastest Johnny Lightning, and we'll see where it's at. For right now, we're going to see where these two are at. Good race, but Proc and Howell with a 2:107. Oh my. I'd say he's running pretty good. Let's run this Charger and the Stiletto and see where they go. Stiletto was out front. Oh, he still got it by 1,000th. Let's switch lanes. Pardon me, 2,000 speed. 2,121 and a 2,000 speed advantage. Stiletto. 2,119 is going to get him on. And the Charger is going to have to go back to the shop. So let's roll the Stiletto and the green GTO. Stiletto with a 2,117, perhaps getting faster. 2,113, Stiletto definitely getting faster, and unfortunately, it's back to the shop. All the GTOs back in the garage. All right, so let's see the Stiletto taking on that Willys Gasser. Good race. 2,116 to 1.7. Stiletto 2,112. He's getting faster. I like that. I don't know what happened to the 2,110s he was running. I think maybe that Stiletto's getting out on him and throwing some air. Proc and Howell, we will revisit both of these gassers at a later time. For right now, let's see if this Stiletto can get in the rankings, and then let's look at some fast qualified cars that could possibly race at the Johnny Lightning Challenge. We'll do some weigh-ins and some racing. Let's see where this Stiletto can land. Can he knock out Roaring Rudolph? Rudolph with the beat, 2,116 and a 2,000 speed. Stiletto needs a greater than 2,000 speed and a 2,116 to get in. 2,112 and a 5,000 speed will knock out Roaring Rudolph. Wow. Back to the garage. He's going. Wow. All right. We'll actually put him over here with this crowd in the rework group. So the Stiletto challenging the Johnny Lightning class. Here's a Mustang Fox body. We'll weigh him in. He sits number 29 right now. 43.7 grams. It is the only Fox body in the lineup as of right now. Let's see if he can take out the Stiletto. Oh, he did. He came back on him, but only 2,000 shy. 2,119 and a greater than 2,000 speed needed by the Fox body. And the Stiletto is gaining traction, and the Mustang's going to the gatekeeper spot. Okay, sitting at number 28 is the 50 gram even GTO. Pretty sharp casting. GTO with a 2,106. That's getting it. And a greater than 14,000 speed if the Stiletto wants to keep climbing. Not happening. So it stops at the GTO. And that's okay. The second Stiletto getting into the ranks at number 29. So let's mosey on over here, and I'm going to show you a car that has possible lightning speed out of the package. The 1969 Chevy Camaro Z28 Hot Rod Magazine. It is an exclusive ride. Traeger wheels. A look at the back of the card. If you're interested, pause the video and find the date. A GT40. Look familiar? The yellow version sits number 7. So we're going to show you what this is going to do right out of the package. He might not even need any wheel work at all. Let's find out. 61.6 grams. Looking pretty sharp. Let's give him a couple of solo runs. 219. Yeah, he's going to need some help. Oh yeah. Might have got a bad one here. Wouldn't that be a bummer? He's awful noisy. We may have to come back and revisit this one. Oh yeah. Goodness sakes. Yeah. Well, sometimes it's like that. I'm going to go throw some treatment on this one. We'll come back and see if we can get this one running just a little better. All right, we'll give him a couple laps. Jeez. I think I got a bad set of wheels. That is a bummer. Total bummer. Yep. It happens. Welcome to Johnny Lightning. That sounds awful. Yeah, he's not rolling right. Let's take a look at what is going on here. So, yeah, that's exactly it. Bum wheels. What a bummer. Yeah, if your wheels do that, not good. That will cause havoc. They won't want to spin. Good wheel spin in front, no good in the back. Good wheel spin in front, one wheel. Makes your car run like a junkyard. Well, that's unfortunate. Yep. Absolutely no good. And that's too bad. Usually a good car. Don't be afraid to try it. I got a bad one. Takes you a couple times to get one, but how unfortunate. All right, let's get to the top of the stack here. For fast imports is what this is. You can still find these at Hobby Lobby, maybe. 64.2 grams. Solid car. Number 1 in the class. Because he can't get him in the top tier. But he's a roller. 2103. And this thing just sounds so good going down the track. I don't know how it sounds on video. But 2087 is cooking. Another car you may want to check out. And check out Bobby D's Lakeside Raceway. Look at some of Scale Racing Channel's videos in the past for racing Johnny Lightning. This is the 383. 62.2 gram CUDA in yellow. They have versions in white. I know Bobby's ran one. But I can tell you this one, I got this one from watching Bobby D's Lakeside Raceway. before his video ended, I had this one on its way to my mailbox, and I'm glad I got it. 2105. Let's see what he runs in the lightning lane. 2074. Let's go. Don't you know that's exactly what I was thinking? These two have got to go head to head now. Ghtn wants that number one spot back, and this is what I'm talking about. Running in traffic, it makes a difference. 2094 and a 5,000 speed or greater needed by the Ghtn. Can he do it? 2074 to 95. He just smoked that fast imports. And the Ghtn, we might have to give him a shot at the top tier with those kind of runs. Let's go. Number 39 in the top tier, Gatekeeper ADAC Passat. All the way from Germany. Let's see if the Ghtn can get him out of there. Ooh, close. 2090 to 92. Let's switch lanes. Ghtn loves this inside lane. 2076. And you can see going down the top tier, the next Johnny Lightning sitting at number 25, Black with Flames 2. And the next Johnny Lightning, Coca-Cola Studebaker, sitting at 14. And yet the next Johnny Lightning sitting at number 4. Let's see where the Ghtn can place. Let's roll him up against Han Solo, number 8. Actually, I'll tell you what. Run him against the number 25 Black with Flames Camaro. You all know this car. You know it qualifies. 60.3 grams. So he's a valid entry. We'll run him over here first and give him a warm-up lap. Ghtn. I don't know where he's gotten that speed, but yeah, that's cool. That is Ghtn cool. 2090 to 93. 2090 is a far cry from 207. 2087. And the Ghtn, I don't know what happened. Put the brakes on. Ghtn, back at it. 2078 and an 8,000 speed. Ghtn all day, getting by Buzz Lightyear Kyle. We'll roll him against the AMG. Won't get him. 2083 and an 11,000 speed. But this will show you how competitive these Johnny Lightnings can be. 2081 and an 80. He'll stop at the AMG. So the Johnny Lightning Ghtn finding himself in spot number 34 in the top tier. So let's go. I'll show you the Coca-Cola Studebaker and how much he weighs. 64 on the nose. Very fast truck. Very nice casting here. I love the Studebakers. They're one of my favorite trucks. 2076 is a really good time, and we may see him climb up the ranks. 2078, no, she's about in the right spot. And number 4 in my top tier fastest cars that I have is the Black with Flames Camaro. He's my original. I was excited to get this car, and so smooth. 2068 is cooking down this track, and as you can see, that is Black with Flames 1. The record is 2067. Let's see if he can beat it. 2057. Oh my Lanta, did you just see that? 2057 just set the record blew the record out of the water. 2:05.7. Never had that happen. 2:06.3, held by Chase Family Racing, set on June 30th of this year, has just been broken. And there you have it. Track record at Mile High. Black with Flames Camaro, 2:05.7. Wow. Just incredible. There he is. Let's make it official. Wow. Let's get the Solaire in the number 2 spot. Can the Black with Flames Camaro. Oh my Lanta, 2:05.8. Look at this guy go. Track temperature of 80 degrees. That's a 19,000th beat. He just beat this Solaire. Yeah. Oh my Lanta. Well, that's what happens when you get a car with some tight wheels. That car can roll fast. All right, well, moving on, I'm going to show you a couple more that have speed, give you a variety of vehicles. 62.6 Ford truck. Oh, 40s Ford, I think. 50s Ford. He qualifies. Let's see how fast he's running tonight. Just got speed sitting in the ranks. 103. We'll get him back up top. Wow. I'm still blown away by that Black with Flames Camaro. Wow, wow, wow. Where was he? A few weeks ago at Scale Racing. Wow. Wish he'd have ran that against Blue Line, because that was the car that Blue Line beat. But he was not running that fast, I can assure you of that. 2:09.5. The truck's warming up. And we'll take a look at the 56.7 gram 2005 Mustang. This car, I was extremely pleased with this car when I put him on the track. 2:103. Takes a couple of warm-up laps. When you come to race at Mile High, your cars will get exercise in qualifying, and they won't be raced again until race day. But they will get a workout on the track during the qualifying the Saturday before race day. 2:09.0. Let's roll that against this truck. These cars are running faster. Got about a minute and a half left. I hope this gives you an idea of what you might like to run. I'm sure we'll have a couple more Johnny Lightnings next week to preview. 2:09.1 and a 12,000 speed, and the Mustang may be just taking that Ford truck spot. Yep, he sure is. So we have seen quite the episode here of Friday Night Lightning. You never know what is going to happen on the track. Yeah, 2:08.4 by that fast import. You do well to find you one of those from across the pond. 2:08.4 and an 11,000 speed. Let's see if that Mustang can come close. And then we're going to call it a wrap for today. Mustang keeping up, but cannot catch him. So I'll make it a point for Monday's lunchtime laps to be a lightning lap, lightning lunch, where I will feature this Studebaker, Uncle Sam, the GT40, this ZL1, and we'll go through the top 10 and weigh them up and give you an idea of what is fast and maybe what to send to try and win the race. That was an exciting round of racing. That was probably the most exciting Friday Night Lightning I have seen in a while. That was very fun to run that. Ghtn getting into the top tier. That truck does weigh over 70 grams, but he is a nice fast casting. Black with Flames Camaro 2, Studebaker. And the highlight of the night, record-shattering Black with Flames Camaro sitting atop of the top tier once again with dominance. Absolutely smashing that Solaire. I'm stoked about that. I'm stoked about that. So from all of us over here at Elevation Diecast Racing, if your car isn't fast, at least it'll look good on the shelf. See ya.